Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. I thought I covered this one before. This is a kitchen sink comic, Pop Art Productions. World's Worst Comic Awards, issue 2 of 2. Return of the Comics of the Damned. We know the name of the worst comic of the last 25 years, and the only way you get is if you buy this comic and open it up. By James Shoemeister and Rich Larson. But buy it quick, choke, we're running out of air. I'm feeling faint behind, I'll let you give me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Polybag to help you practice safe comics reading. I don't, 250, I don't remember ever hearing about this shit. It just happened not too long after I moved here. And this is where I am in the city, probably about 2008 or something. Maybe 2009. I was at a local auction. They had big stacks of comics for sale. And like, oh, it's like 30 comics in a stack, Start bid $5. Well, I went to look at the stacks and I found this comic and a couple of Valiants I needed to finish and work on runs. And stack and bought two stacks of them. Got home and read it and loved this. And like I said, I thought I covered one. It's supposed to be Siskel and Ebert, of course. And what this is, bless you, saved us, but now your comic isn't anymore. Darn! If you fill out a coupon, I'm sure Dennis Kitchen will gladly sell you another copy as well, lots of other swell stuff. This is 1991, January 9, so this came out in 1990. World's Worst Comic Awards. And what they are is, like I said, different categories, worst comic. Bad Science. So Bobby, do you believe you can become a superhero by doing what they do in comics? It's printed in a comic book, it's gotta be right. So he's acid radiation like the Hulk, and it almost kills him, does all this crazy shit to him. So, your comic code at work, and they show, stuff that there's no way this should have been printed on the comic code, but it was like this here from Children Richards and Sorcery. It's told by Sabrina 72. Archie! This extreme gore from a heart, title Archie, but they didn't really fuck with Archie. I like this one. Before we go on, the Board of Governors voted to bestow its highest honor, the Myron Foss Memorial Achievement to two of comicdom's oldest characters. Yes. Despite accused that would normally prevent successful toilet training, these two have managed to hold jobs in major comic books for half a century apiece. Of course, we're speaking of Lois Lane and Steve Trevor, talking about how neither one could figure out who their dating is actually a superhero. I'm Curious Black, I remember that one. Our next is for Worst Series. And just to start things off right, I have them 2 for 1, so it's right. Listen to my review of Frankenstein, I'll toss and Dracula. Now, these are the Dell superhero version of these characters. Frankenstein, Dracula, Misanthrope, Fleeta, a.k.a. BB. The second Captain Atom, who just flew apart. Okay, here we go. But first, a short history lesson due to slumping sales and lawsuit by DC. Fawcett ceased the publication of the original Big Red Cheese in 1953. Cut to 66 and the superhero craze. Realizing that the trademark had been abandoned, schlock publisher Myron Foss came out with his own Captain Marvel, our next nominee. Instead of the legendary character, the readers got comics' first amputee hero, a robot whose limbs fell apart when he yelled split and returned when he yelled Zam. Or Exam, I'm not sure which one. And just to add the confusion, this CM had a young friend named Billy Baxton. Not many issues came out. Then they talk about, oh god, Miss Mystic from Continuity / Pacific Comics. Oh god, how horrible that was. Flyman, the Archie superhero books are just really, really bad. I love this part. Factoid of the Dam. Paycheck not going as far as it used to. Look for a second job, then the lucrative blackmail may be for you. You can begin on a shoestring and just combine it with your favorite hobbies. Comic book collecting, for instance. The structure out here is a list of successful people who are all connected with comics. What these citizens also have in common is in interviews they wrote fan letters to the Mighty Comics Group. Okay. I enjoy reading Mighty Comics greatly. Anthony Tolan in Mighty Comics number 48 colors for DC. Okay. Nobody really heard of it. This is, yes. By all means, give the Terrific 3 their own magazine. P. Craig Russell, Mighty Comics 42, an artist who adapts opera for comics. Yes. P. Craig Russell also has a lot of other stuff. Did, Killraven? You certainly improved The Fly, Mike Friedrich, Flyman 35, the Swifty Laser of comic book agents. And another guy I never heard of. Oh, gotta have this. Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers. I did a video on this series. It's horrible, yes. Top 10 worst in the countdown. Starting off with number 10 is Neutro, number 1 from Dell. So none of their superhero titles, it's not good. Number 9, Blue Beetle Volume 2, number 1, Charlton 66. Take number 9 on our list. It also gets my vote for dumbest story title of the time, The Giant Mummy Who Is Not Dead. Frankenstein #1 from Dell. Oh, God, that was not good. Tom Holton Super Green Beret from Nilsson. #6, Brother Power the Geek. Only 2 issues. He appeared later on in some other better stuff. And that's not a bad comic. This is some bullshit here. Okay, #5. My pick for #5 may have the longest title in the history of comics. Chilling Adventures and Sorceries Told by Sabrina. 72 Archie Comics. For reasons unknown, the publishers of Archie decided to print a horror comic fronted by their teenage witch Sabrina that wouldn't be bad in and of itself, except that these chilling tales were all drawn in the same style used for America's favorite teenager, sort of like getting Don Knotts to play Hamlet. Now, these weren't funny stories, but tales of vampirism, strangulation, and suicide that would have been home at an EC comic. Well, a really lame EC comic. No, fuck you, they're good. Most noteworthy is the story Assignment and Fear. In it, a kindly teacher invokes the devil to kill the class bully who's been taunting a stutterer. Now, aside from the punishment not fitting the crime, the death scene with the flesh dissolving off the teenager's body was grisly. Was especially curious. How does this make it past the comic code? Could it be something to do with Archie's owner, John Goodwater, also being the president of the Comics Code Authority? I also interested to note that although the story seemed to approve of the selected use of Satanism, the same company later allowed use of its characters in a line of promoting born-again Christianity comics. All right, #4, Flyman 35. #3, Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers. #7. Issue 7. Mighty Crusaders, #4 is #2. I'm going to go in here. And #1, Skate Man by Neil Adams from Pacific. How can you call that the worst comic? It has Adams' art. Spoken like a true fanboy. When will you learn it's the writing that counts? You can stick a pink bow in a pile of manure and it still attract flies. And the story's just 1 out of 3. The other 2 were okay, sort of. Maybe it's not like a deal is going to show you the first 19 pages of this puppy. Making fun of me, will you? Eat ball bearings, scum! There's Skate Man coming out to attacking. Get those grenades ready, Paco. You bet, Pigmeat, Skate Man. Oh no, it's Skate Man. Never fear, I prepared for this. Wishbone, Italian. The official dressing in the world's worst comics. 1993. Skate Man. Oh crap, this just isn't my day. Crash, boom, blah, blah. Are you forgetting something? Oh gosh, you're right. The envelope, please. By popular vote, the woo-woo for worst comic 1990 goes to Spider-Man #1, The Legend of the Arachnid Knight, over 53 billion served. August, Marvel Comics. Congratulations, Tom McFarlane. Don't spend all the Spidey profits in one place like on expensive and pointless litigation. Thank you and good night. I just love this comic. I got to get the first issue. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to go order that thing as soon as I get through recording this video. But I hope y'all enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Laters.